Microwaves don't make sense. You put food in a magic box and it comes out as molten magma. But when you put metal in there, it explodes. Alright, so let's say you want some pizza. Cool. One problem. It's as hard as a used body pillow. So let's heat it up with a microwave. You press a few buttons and the food starts to spin. But how is that heating up your food? Well, let's take a closer look. Inside your microwave, there's this little guy called a magnetron. This little guy takes electricity and channels it into a heated filament. This electricity comes from your power outlet. Doing this creates a flow of electrons, which transmits microwaves. Wait a minute, is your microwave creating more microwaves? No. If we look at something called the electromagnetic spectrum, we can see the different types of electromagnetic radiation. This rainbow part is what humans see, which is basically nothing. But if we move a little to the right, boom, microwaves. They fall in between infrared and radio waves. Alright, so how does this heat up your pizza? Well, as the microwaves enter your food, they do something weird. The microwaves tickle the water molecules, which gets the water excited and they start to move around. And what does movement equal? Heat. But if the water gets too excited, the food becomes too hot, which is when the tomato sauce on your pizza feels like it came out of an active volcano. Cool, but why is putting metal in a microwave a no-no? Well, if you didn't know, putting metal in there causes this. Well, as the microwaves move around, the microwaves shove the electrons in the metal around. And since metals have lots of electrons, this is happening multiple times at the same time. And just like your pizza, this makes heat. But the problem comes when these electrons get shoved into each other. When this happens, the electrons don't like each other, so they create a spot of negative charge. And since electrons don't like these, they will run away like it's R. Kelly. If the area of negative charge is near air, they will jump out, create a spark, and ionize the air molecules into a plasma. When air gets ionized, it means they got so hot that they became the lesser known fourth state of matter. And if you didn't know, plasma would be things like lightning, the sun, and the aurora lights. This is bad because the intense heat might catch something on fire. And if the fire spreads, well, you just made yourself a massive problem. So don't try this at home. But if you're an idiot and you're gonna try anyways, make sure you subscribe to my channel first.